So here's the front pump. Y'all remember what kind of pump this is?
Some of the teeth. Some of the teeth.
Huh?
Some of the teeth.
Some of the teeth.
Yeah.
Unit V.
Nobody remember what kind
What
of
it
pump?
start with? What letter it start with?
V? No, this is not a vein pump. Vein pump is spiral. Well, this is the front pump to the transmission.
Not a vein.
It's not a vein.
It's three on vein.
The first one begins with a G.
Oh, the G, what is it? G-O or?
No, this is not that one, but the first one.
Okay.
It's in the name. What it look like?
A gear.
It's a gear pump. It's a gear pump. Why y'all see that? It's simple. Y'all got to remember what it look like also to be the name. Okay, automotive is that way. So it's a gear pump.
It's a gear pump.
All right, so the way this works is the fluid, when it's, okay. So this is the input shaft right here. All right. On here, this is what this is the stator support that sits on here. The torque converter is geared to ride on the input shaft, and on the torque converter it has a groove that slides onto here. That's why it's very important that the torque converter, you see it's all the way in the back. So it's very important that the torque converter has to be installed all the way on the input shaft inside the bell house, so that it lines up with these grooves. And that way now, when the torque converter turns, then the pump turns with it. And we was asking those questions. When the engine is running, when is the front pump turning? When the engine is running, or when the vehicle is running, moving. So which one would that be? When does the front pump engage? Is it when the engine is running or when the vehicle is moving? When it's moving? When the engine is running. The gear pump. This is the gear pump. This is the front of the transmission. So,
I'm thinking about a torque converter, but that shit moving.
the torque converter runs with when the engine is running. Which, when the torque converter is running, then that means the pump is running. It's working. So, where it works is that the fluid enters in here, and as the pump it rotates, so the fluid enters in here, and then it compresses when it gets on this side. So that increases the fluid pressure because it's squeezing it, just like compression strokes. It's squeezing, so we increase in pressure. All right, so this increase in pressure circulates through the pump and goes down into the valve body. Once it goes to the valve body, it goes through the filter. So it filters the fluid, then it goes to the pressure regulator. Well, it goes to the pressure regulator, then it goes to the filter. So the pump pumps it, then it's regulated, then it goes to the valve body through these passageways. So it goes into the valve body, and then it gets sucked up through the filter, and then it circulates throughout the body of the transmission. So when you take the pan off, you'll flip it over now, unless you're gonna pull out the rest of the stuff first. So what is this piece here called? The bell house. And this piece here is the gear transmission pump. the purpose of the pump? Pump the fluid through the transmission? It's just that simple. So this is a metal gasket that has material on both sides. Alright, so this to help seal the bell housing to the transmission, which it can only go one way. Now what we have here is a drum assembly. Here are clutches. So these are the clutches, and between each clutch is a piece of between the clutches. What's between? What's this called?
Material?
We went over that. It's got a name. All right. The question says that there's a piece of steel between each clutch disc. What is the name of that steel?
Steel plate?
It's just called steel.
Yeah, right there, the clutch steel.
The clutch steel. Y'all complicating the things. You're stressing. You're thinking too hard. So we have a screwdriver. So what's this gear right here?
First gear.
First gear. What's this gear right here?
It's not planetary, I tell you that much.
It's not planetary.
Yeah, it's not planetary. Or
Are you saying like the grooves on it?
What is this? This is a gear. What gear is this? I'm just seeing. And y'all
it's
figure-
a
y'all
few
figure
gear
it out.
names now. Come on now.
All right. Look.
That's in there.
So this went inside of here. Does that make it any simpler? No.
Nah.
Yeah.
What is this right here?
Overdrive.
Y'all let him interfere. He way over there. I said, how you get overdrive?
He's just talking.
In the beginning, it's probably either overdrive or first.
Y'all
That's
forgot.
why it's second gear.
Okay, we're not talking about the gear ratio. We're talking about the individual gear.
Yeah.
This is a particular gear.
Oh, sun gear.
Right.
Planetary.
This is the sun gear.
I can see that. I just saw that in there.
I just said it wasn't a planetary gear. That's all I know.
Right.
Yeah, I think it was
you
the sun
are.
gear. That's crazy.
But no,
Oh, man.
the planetary gear is right here.
Yeah.
You see the pinions?
I didn't see it until then.
You said how you know it's planetary?
Because you can see the small stuff on the side.
Don't you see all the gears, the small gears?
Oh, okay. So it's three
Okay,
of them.
This is the sun gear that
Drives
rides
all
on the
this.
planet gear.
Well, if we seen that first, we might have had a better idea about
That's, I
that.
did say look in here and see this.
Everybody was scared to look
Like back
into
here, I was looking back there.
transmission, I guess.
I was like,
I
what's
guess.
that?
All of this is the planet carrier.
Planet carrier.
All right, see that? It's stopping, so that has to come off. So before we can take this off, we have to flip it over. And now you're going to take the cover off so we can now get to the valve body. Okay?